Okay, you guys, so I wanted to show you my salmon hash again. You may remember it from years ago. If you've been with me for a while, I did it a couple of years ago. I showed you. This is a non-keto recipe, but it's a healthy one. So these are miniature new potatoes. In the bottom here, I have put in some turmeric. I'll put a bit more turmeric actually because didn't have enough potatoes in. So just a sprinkle of turmeric. I have also put some black pepper in there, and then there is half of one of these. This is a Knorr chicken stock cube, and in here is 200 grams of potatoes. It's not much at all. It always looks more when it's chopped up. You know, when the little potatoes come out of the packet, you think that's never going to be enough. When they're chopped up, they look much better. It's quite a good diet trick. I started preparing this before thinking about filming it, unfortunately, so I'd already chopped them. So to that, I'm just going to add some, this is not long boiled, and I will boil those for probably just 15 minutes or so. They won't need very long. So I'll leave that on, and then I'm having salmon, of course. The oven is preheated, and again, I have already prepared this. So I just wrap it in a piece of foil, and what I've added to that is some lemon, just a little dash of lemon, some chili, some turmeric, and some black pepper. I have as much turmeric as I can, just for the anti-inflammatory properties of it. So I'm going to stick that in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes as well, at about 180 degrees. Okay guys, so I have just taken the salmon out of the oven. It looks like that. I'm just going to put that into the bowl that I have ready. That was in for 18 minutes. Then I'm just going to chop that up a bit. Let's just separate it a bit, you know. And then I'm going to add in my potatoes. Now my potatoes were actually only in for 10 minutes. They didn't need to be in for 18 minutes. It's so long since I've made this. I forgot how quickly they cook. So I've just dropped them on top of the salmon, and I will just mix that up. I would normally do 300 grams of potatoes and 2 salmon fillets, mix it all together, and then just divide it into 3 because it would last 3 days. So there's not going to be an awful lot of salmon in here. That's the only thing. It's a bit low on protein for me, or high on carbs because of the new potatoes. But new potatoes are lower carb than normal potatoes, so that's why I use those. And the only reason I've done 1 fillet is because I should really have done both fillets and just had a whole fillet with a few potatoes. But we are going out for lunch on Monday. Today is Saturday, and so I only really need lunch for today and tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, Kevin and I are going out for lunch. So anyway, that is, whoops, just thrown a bit of salmon out. That is dinner for lunch for 2 days. I'm not actually ready for my lunch just now, so I'm just going to put it all into a Tupperware to measure it. There's 278 in there, so what's half of that? 278, so it's 138, is that right? 138, something like that. So I'm just going to get another Tupperware, and into that I'll put 100 and, what did I say, 138. There we go, 138. So that's 1 lunch day's worth. And what I take with me, I'll see if I can find these on Amazon for you, is this. It's a little fold-up set. So you've got a fork top, a spoon top, a knife top, and then 2 little holders. So you just kind of click it into that. So, and then when you're done, you can put it in here, and it can just get washed when you go home. So I will only put in here, I'll actually eat that with a spoon. So I'll just stick that in like that, and then I can just wash that when I get back. I'm just going to leave one on the side with that sort of lid across it like that, just until it cools down.